Hi readers, I'm Zandra Robinson Burns, writer, the protagonist of Heroine Training, passion planner ambassador, and new owner of this fabulous headband. Should I wear this for the entire video? I am not sure yet, but my friend Jasmine sent me a beautiful care package from Berlin. This was in it. I put it on immediately and I've been wearing it all morning. And then I was like, I have a YouTube video to film today, but I am just showing up as my full self here for all of you. And there is a lesson in this. A few years ago, my sister brought me a Bugs Life crown from Disneyland, like a paper crown that said, with little antenna on it, that said bestest, toughest. And honestly, that paper crown is like the most effective antidepressant. Whenever I'm feeling unwell, I put on my bestest, toughest crown, and it's like I can't help but feel a little better with that on. So it's quite crumpled now because it was made out of paper, but it's somewhere in some special box in my home. And now I have this fluffy one, which I think is to like keep your hair out of your face, but it also just makes me really happy. What do you think? Yay! Okay, but we're gonna keep this. I'm not gonna wear this for the whole video, but just know that it's right here. And here's my coffee cup this morning. So, cheers. This is what I am excited about in my planner this week. And by excited, I mean regretful, but we will get to that in a moment. I am a Passion Planner ambassador, so I have a discount code for you. You can use my code Zandra2 at checkout for 10% off of your Passion Planner. It's not too late to get an undated planner for the year. Or you could be watching this in the future when it's a planner landmark time of year, but whenever you're planning, my code is there for you. Or check heroinetraining.com/plan, and that will give you the most up-to-date code, since that will change. Passion Planner is my favorite life organization tool. Ooh, I have an announcement. This week, I've decided to name my planner Miss Scarlet. I was noticing that I spend a lot of time just like rereading my planner and scrutinizing it. And I thought, if my planner were my personal assistant or worked for me, I would be micromanaging her. This would not be healthy. I am like over her shoulder way too much. She feels like a she. She feels like a fierce tiger-ess. But like, I want to respect her and give her her space to do her thing. So I've named her Miss Scarlet, and hopefully in personifying her, I will have a better planner life balance. As for the passion roadmap from this year, what I've found myself doing is just like reading over it, and that's good for inspiration. But look at this. Look how much stuff I crammed in here. It's really small font. So like, simple thing, when I do my next passion roadmap exercise midway through the year, I'm going to use a larger pen size to prevent me from cluttering it up so much. Because when I look at this, what I really focused on at the beginning of this year, what I was aware of, was how I've been skirting around certain goals, in particular around my business. If I go back to old planners, I would make goals like have 10,000 Instagram followers, when really that doesn't matter to me at all, to the extent that I am no longer on Instagram. I'm no longer on any social media except here on YouTube. what does matter to me is having a stable income, having financial independence, growing the number of members in Everyday Wonderland. So I've been going directly to those goals this year. But what I noticed I did was I like squeezed it in the corner and then added all of this other stuff. And I do want this other stuff, but I'm realizing it's just theme parks that I've listed for the most part. And with this small passion planner size, that takes up a lot of room. Maybe if this were the large size, which is like that big, that would make more sense to do. But what would work better for me is to dedicate an entire page in this back section to a list of theme parks, a list of roller coasters. Last year, I had this Chicago list that just gave space to all of the things that my sister was telling me about in Chicago that I should do when I come and visit her next. And I made like enough room for that possibility instead of cramming it into the teeny tiny space here. I am also critical of my collage choices. I know, I got too clever with it by setting the time frames to songs on Taylor Swift's album Reputation. I thought, you know what would go with that theme? The lyrics to Look What You Made Me Do. But if I'm being really intentional about what that song means, that's not what I want to represent this year, the start of this year. Nobody's making me do anything. I'm not making the universe do anything for me. It's kind of a sarcastic and I want to say sartorial. That's not the word. Satirical song. This is like way performative and dramatic, and that's not the vibe that I'm really going for. This is a better representation of that vibe. This from Lover, I Am Happy Now, Okay Breathe. I did a much better job with the inside cover. With this page, this is more how I want to feel than with this, oh, look what you made me do. Even the most fun I ever had, which is an actual goal for the year, it just feels a little bit like I'm trying too hard to have it, you know? It's like, I want to have fun. And that's just something that I know from the place that I was in when I made this. So good to know. If you contrast that with, say, this one for mid-year 2020, just look how much space I allowed myself. And then my mid-year roadmap for 2021, I feel just really good about visually. Look at this. This is a lady who knows the value of like leaving space for things. So that's inspiring. Maybe I'm just better at my mid-year roadmap. I get better every mid-year. And then at the end of the year, when I'm setting up my new one, I'm like, okay. But, you know, this is really nice too. It gets better every time, and, you know, it goes up and down. It's not going to be just straight progression. There is still time for me to rectify this issue, so stay tuned, subscribe, and I will circle back to how I correct this, how I improve this moving forward. So what about you? What have you been working on in your planner this week? Does your planner have a name? And how is your passion roadmap going? I'm going to put this back on for the outro. Yay. So you can continue your adventure by using my code Zandra2 at passionplanner.com. You can download my free ebook, 123 Mini Adventure, 3 Steps to Inviting Mini Adventure into the Corners of Your Busy Life. That's at herointraining.com/123. And please do say hello in the comments for this video. I will see you in the next chapter. Bye.